Hey, welcome back to Weekly Reading and Writing Update. So this week, continued on with The Name of the Wind. Got a lot of progress there. I think I'm about 150 pages in or so, and I'm starting to see why people like it. I'm very much enjoying it. It does, what I really liked in the very beginning of the book is it kind of had a lot of mystery behind who even the main character is. The main character is talking about how they go by this name, and then somebody recognizes the main character and calls them a different name. So a lot of mystery, a lot of kind of promise for some complexities there. I'm not really getting a full picture of exactly what's going to happen. So that said, I'm very much enjoying it. I think that I liked the style of it so far. It's been a little bit humorous, mostly serious, but there's some humor in there. So very much looking forward to continuing on that. I am not a multiple book at a time reader, so I tend to pick up one, read it to finish, and then pick up the next one. So like I said before, I may start maybe a Jurassic Park after that, just kind of a little reread. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might be kind of itching to get back to Dungeon Crawler Carl, the Butcher's Masquerade at that point. We'll kind of see where my head's at the end of The Name of the Wind. It is a little bit of a longer book, but it's, I think it's like 700 pages, but it's 700 pages of mass market paperback. So, for me, I would call that kind of medium, and I anticipate I'll do quite a bit of reading. I'm about to go on vacation, so there's gonna be a lot of reading that happens there, so that'll be nice. Continued on with the history of, the People's History of the United States. I kind of have a feeling this will be our last update for that one for the time being, just because I think it's coming due at the library pretty soon, and it might be waitlisted. Whatever the case is, I knew it's a 34-hour audiobook. I just don't listen to audiobooks as much as I did before. I usually listen to those on kind of travel and work, commute, all that. So just not reading as much in audiobook form. So I will probably just go ahead and try and find something else to read after wherever I end up in People's History of the United States. That has been a great experience, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's kind of time for a fun audiobook though. I want to say I have R.F. Kuang's Poppy Wars in my queue, and that kind of might be my next one, because I feel like I just kind of need like something a little bit more fiction, fantasy, something like that, just to kind of cleanse my palate from all these non-fictions that I've been running through in audiobooks. So Poppy Wars might be next on the audiobook front. We'll see. So Jurassic Park might be next, but I anticipate we'll kind of go to a couple bookstores on vacation. We try to find, kind of like some fun or indie bookstores, something to that effect while we're out of town. So probably go and do something like that, and we'll see if I can maybe pick something up there, something interesting. Kind of on my radar is the next book in the Jade City trilogy, or what's that trilogy called? The Green Bone Saga. The next book in the Green Bone Saga, Jade City being the first book. So might try and pick something like that up. I haven't seen that in stores very often, even like at the big ones like Barnes & Noble or anything. I just don't see that one very often, but that's kind of on my radar. So we'll see what that looks like, and next week's weekly update should be at least kind of interesting. Might be a little bit travel vloggy. I might take some cool photos. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. Writing update for this week. We are at about 87,000 words, so we're calling that 87%. That is a great place to be. I am anticipating, it's feeling like 100,000 words is kind of gonna be the target, and then I think that'll kind of go up and down with either taking some stuff out in edits and also adding some stuff in. I know for a fact there's gonna be a fair amount that I need to add in. I don't know how much I'll need to take out. That feels like might actually happen with the first novel. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm just kind of enjoying the fact that I can say I'm at 87%. That's very fun. The story is coming along really great. I will say it's definitely a challenge trying to wrap things up. The ending hasn't necessarily changed in my mind, but the original way that I saw it going is not exactly how it's going. Like I think I've said before, the story kind of has a little bit of legs of its own, so sometimes I feel like I need to go in a direction that I didn't see before, and so that's affecting the ending more than it did anything else, because it's like, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to like focus and kind of, you know, get to a place. So that's been interesting. I'm curious to see how that will end up in, you know, both editing and in how the book comes together as a whole. So looking forward to that. I think that's it for this week. Kind of a shorter video, kind of a shorter update. Not as much reading happened this week, which you know, we all go through weeks like that. So been kind of a nice, relaxing week. So that's it for this week. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.